It's your fault.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was very hard to catch the Fanny as well last game, but Zyda pulled up a blunder. So now they pick the Fanny. As long as Zyda doesn't blunder this game, he's good.
This is what I'm worried about. We struggled to figure out what the Farce's race was. Good friend Ray Ash mentioned she is a pro people of the Escati Forest.
Escati. So
Forest.
he's an Escatian.
You could say that.
I don't think that's even
No, just
a
an
race.
advocate. No,
Ascatis.
Ascatis.
All right, so
That's
don't
like
mind
a
me, don't mind
community
me.
or something.
what I'm worried about is they gave the Lapu-Lapu and the Baksha two things to chase.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Farsa and the Fanny.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, Lancey would just be a magnet. Like, he would just be attracting attention, but that's okay. If you land 2 feather airstrikes, you're good. Because you have a Fanny and you have an Arlet that doesn't have, like, any, targets chasing their tails, So for AP Bren, targeting is actually a problem for them.
I mean, that's true. At the same time, it's also going to be hard for Lancey to actually get stuff done here because you're going to... 2 feathered airstrike hits are not going to be enough for a Baksha or a Lapu.
Yeah.
You're going to need a little bit more. You will be relegated to targeting, to looking for this Moskov the whole game round.
That's for team fights, though. But think about pushes, tower pushes. If TNC slots in the Bruno here, they have a very intense early game swing or early game momentum that they can build up against this lineup of AP Bren.
Going into the second phase, the Kacha gets banned out, the Badang as well.
It's a good ban.
So roamers are still off the table. We don't know where this Baksha is going exactly.
Yep.
So Coach Jeff and Coach Etomax can continue down this route or can also attack the other missing role for TNC. That's the gold lane. For AP Bren, that could be a jungler.
Yeah.
Or a mid laner.
I was going to say, you know what? For TNC, they need to ban Badang because it's going to limit the effect of the Arlet and the Fanny. But now to think about it, AP Bren could just go for the TLPH route. They could just go Fredrin with the Baksha, with their Vitalize. They will have damage. They will have enough pressure against TNC. And mind you, there's no Zushin. So they could go complete utility, surround this Moskov, kind of like what TLPH did for OHEB, and make, sort of like a funnel strat out of the Moskov.
Yeah, that's right. Grok ban is great. I wonder if they can go for an Akai ban here as well, just to make sure that Zyda is going to have a free game. If you're TNC.
Yeah,
I would love
agree.
that. Yeah.
Just to be safe. They did it last game.
Last game.
Oh, okay. I like this.
Even better.
Yeah, the X-Nova ban. You don't let the Admiral steer the ship of AP Bren.
That's great.
Fredrin?
Akai or Fredrin is either one for me.
Fred Val, I would say.
I'm guessing they'll keep it up until Red 5.
Yeah,
Because
maybe-
this is James Pank's slot. Red 5 is James Pank.
Yeah, maybe a Valentina for Chov Skirt. I don't see like any other option here. Selena's horrible here, by the way.
I know. He's gonna get creamed by the
Yeah,
Fanny.
and you have to hit the arrows. You have to land those arrows for you to be useful. I get it. You have a combo with the Baksha, but I don't think that's enough.
Still a Kag. It's starting to look like the Kagura is like the default here.
Oh, there it is! You didn't ban it! And now it's coming out. This is a Chaknu Akai. We haven't seen this in a while.
Had it into Moscow. That's wowee. I thought it was going to be a
brave.
Bruno.
Yeah, that's very brave.
Yeah, I thought they were going to play with the Bruno, just push. But maybe with the Kag, maybe they thought Bruno's going to have a harder time compared to the Harith because she has more dashes. But now for AP Bren, what do you get? Haya?
Haya's better than Joy. I'll tell you that much.
100%.
I don't think...
Yuzun Shin doesn't do much until the late game, but it'll at least keep you in the game.
Maybe you put the Baksha. I can't believe I'm saying this, but maybe you put the Baksha on the jungle, and then you get a good roamer. But the problem is it's very limited because of the Akai.
Just not Lucas, please. Not Lucas.
Just not Lucas.
Haya. There you go.
There you go.
That's as good as it gets, I think.
I still am worried about this lineup.
What we asked for in game 1 anyways.
Yeah. I still am worried about AP Brent's lineup because fact of the matter is they're going to have a hard time against the Akai. Even the Lapu, most players don't notice the Akai up until he uses the heavy spin. Problem is, if you're the Lapu, you want to be able to stay in a team fight. And you have to exhaust the bravest fighter for you to sort of like dodge away from the heavy spin. You don't want to be displaced. You don't want to be mispositioned. So, like if you're the Lapu, you go in, you have to be mindful of where the Akai is. So it's not like a surefire way for AP Bren to actually utilize this Lapu to start off fights.
Right. So the big question here is, can Chaknu pilot the Akai as you know, a lot better than he did Gaton.
He's a good Akai player.
He is a good Kai player, but again,
And they wouldn't risk playing this kind of hero in Rome if they didn't have a plan for it.
that's true.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to game number 2. Match point for the Phoenix
Welcome
Army.
to
Can
Mobile
AP
Legends.
Bren equalize and force us into game number 3?
We'll see. I guess in this game, AP Bren would they would have a better time in the mid game because they do have a lot of heroes that can actually play aggressive. But one thing that will concern them towards that stage of the game is, again, the map control coming out from both the Fanny and also just the sheer rotations that could come out from both Lancy and Chocolate.
You can expect some really strong hits coming in from Lancy very early on, the moment he hits level 4. So that's going to threaten a lot of heroes just like Lord J maybe.
Good to see you.
They can try and chase down Trove Skirt and James Banks as well in this matchup. So either way, it's all about buying time for Shizu and buying time for Benny.
So that's what explains these heavy rotations up top. They're trying to take Benny down while they can still do so while the coast is clear. In the jungle, though, was it around this point in the game or slightly heavier or later wherein Zyda died early?
A bit later. Oh, so that's big. That's big. That's a flicker of the Lapu.
It was that exact point before level 3, so I think at that exact moment right there, they just did a mirror of it.
So not again. At least. But yeah, no, TNC does bait out the flicker from Lord JM. So Lord JM is basically immobile.
Yep. Gonna be
Lord
hard.
JM's going to get caught out here a little bit more. Lord JM, again, has history of getting caught out from time to time. Maybe that's something TNC can explore here in this one.
Good thing going for them is that the Hayabusa is already walking towards this side of the map, and Purple is also spawning there, so most of the members of AP Bren are going to be here, and TNC, they don't have like a good punish against this. They need the level 4 of the Akai.
Oh, Nova with the idle roll, trying to catch Chaknu. The dodge by the Mamba. Turtle already spawned.
Yeah, nice try on the defense here.
They know. They need a level 4 in the Akai.
One thing's for sure, it's a lot better this time for TNC because Zyda didn't die early on, so...
Yep.
A better one. There you go. Those are a few hits. That's literally 2 shots, like you guys mentioned earlier.
Yep. You don't need to actually land all 4. Just zone them away because they know for AP Bren, they can't just commit because the Fanny's always going to be cabling in to find pickoffs.
All right, so that is level 4s on all key members of TNC here in the Turtle Pit. And it looks like AP Bren just let go.
They're going to be surrendering this at least for now. I guess they realize that without good presence for Lord GM, without the flicker as well, they will be a threat.
My goodness!
That's a beautiful Final Slash coming for 3 Martini. It was so clean.
Yeah, what's up with 3-1 today? He hits almost every skills that he tries to land. That Final Slash onto Lord JM. He wasn't expecting that because he knows that TNC was still taking Turtle.
And he's bullying the opposition, essentially. Like, not even just...
Yo. What?
That Zyda.
Okay.
Looking really aggressive there on the Fanny here.
Uh-oh.
Shizu getting hunted down by Lancy. This is exactly the rotation that you guys were talking about as well.
Yeah. It's just the map control that TNC has. They can do whatever they want on the map because the punish is sort of limited for AP Bren. They can't address the Fanny at the moment. They can't even go to the gold lane because it's the weakest side of the map. So for AP Bren, it's literally just wait for a window.
If this continues for maybe 2 or 3 more minutes with nothing from AP Bren, it's no longer map control, it's map bullying.
Yeah. Map dominance.
Map dominance.
I hate them.
Right there, in these moments that you can see where, TNC's, we talked about this earlier, right? Their power level. It feels like they're becoming more cohesive as time goes on.
Yeah.
I mean, AP Bren's no slouch either.
Yeah. But I would say, though, like, again, mid-game, at least compared to, like, Game 1, even if TNC finds a momentum, you are able to answer up with some of your own damage dealers as well. But they have to wait for the late-game timing off.
They need Shizu.
Shizu, yes.
Yeah.
Good thing about AP Bren's lineup is that Lord JM and X-Nova can actually sustain front line with the Revitalize, with the damage reduction from Lord JM, but they have to find the right target. It's not even the Farsa, I would say. I would say it's 3-Mar. They have to find his art before a team fight breaks out.
And 3-Mar is winning this lane. It doesn't help that Zyda can keep visiting for free to give Lord JM here a difficult time. Turtle spawns in the opposite side. So this is a very, very specific decision that James Pack has to make. Luckily, AP Bren are first to the scene here. Chaco getting zoned out by this mid-duo.
Yeah, and maybe Shizu can help out earlier, not wait for like a long distance Spear of Destruction. So we'll see if that's gonna happen. I think, but AP Bren decides to back off a little bit here.
Yeah, like they're trying to rotate the Moskov towards the bottom side so they get an even trade. They can just get the tower and not care about turtle. But TNC, they're slow to actually cover this turtle area. Xnova though.
Okay, Xnova has the ability to dive in, but he will get dove in instead by
Oh my goodness.
Slash as well. Beautifully executed here, coming in from TNT, and the chase is on. They're hunting down Choser. Choser goes down already. Lord James as well is problematic. Forces the flicker out as well for this guy.
Drive-by retribution. They're not done. Lord JM!
Oh, Lord JM almost gets caught out. Good thing that's a Lapu, but here comes that SOD.
No way.
No trigger on that SOD for now. Shizu decides to go for that trade. You talked about Midnight, but they're getting hunted down. Zyda is on the prowl.
Very, very quick response is coming around from TNT. They can't even push the tower. Now, AP Bren, even though they had the turtle position covered, Xnova missed the jump onto Zyda. 3mar actually tried to get it. He tried to stop the Basha from rolling and use the final slash behind to find potential targets.
Yeah, Freemar's going crazy in this game, man, but he will get taken down as collateral damage. It's a 1-for-1. GameSmax falls.
Jimmy James for 3mar? I'll take that any day. 3mar is expendable. 3mar is a final slash machine.
Yes.
James Banks is still a core.
And you know what's funny? We haven't even seen the Akai Arla combo being pulled off by TNT. There exists a Lancelot on this lineup, not just an Arlet. But even without that, just the mere final slasher from 3mar, the sets is stopping AP Bren altogether. They caught 12 Skirt in that turtle fight, and after that, right away, they catch James Banks.
So that's not the full. That's not the full arsenal yet. That's what you're saying.
We haven't seen it yet, folks.
Yeah.
But it is bound to happen. The threat of activation is enough to put the fear of God into AP Bren. Once again, if the heavy spin is put up against multiple heroes or repeatedly used against a singular hero, that refreshes the vengeance stacks.
Yeah.
So you can keep dashing, dashing, dashing.
I really miss the days when all you had to worry about was getting pinned behind the wall by an Akai. But in this game, you gotta worry about 3mar TC flickering behind you and final slashing your whole team.
You thought you banned Lancelot? No. We got Akai and Arlet. That's basically Lancelot right there.
Insane.
But for TNT, again, they have map control. This is map bullying, as referenced by Dan Kabangay.
They're going in hard. There goes Chakno.
No!
He locks in Xnova. Can't even roll out into safety, and Zyda just keeps on going.
Oh, defense.
Zyda's gonna get taken out. Lord James up on front, but Benny Cutie is happy to play around it, even inside the Zaman Force. So that's gonna be no turtle yet. Shizu on the bottom side, getting hunted down.
Wait.
Oh, he used up Conceal already, though.
Yep, they're sending 3mar down.
They see him. They see him.
To answer the Shizu.
This is good. Oh,
the dodge.
barely misses him by the skin of his teeth. But Lancy are still on the hunt. They're hunting him down. They got vision. They got that feathered airstrike. It's going to be enough to take out Shizu.
Wow. 3mar, I thought they were not sure about Shizu's positioning.
Yeah.
But apparently 3mar was just waiting.
He knew.
For his teammates. He was trying to bait out the Moskov.
Yeah, what they weren't sure about was when to do it. Because you saw 3mar think twice about that conceal rotation.
He stopped a little bit. Yeah.
Finally said, wait, it looks like the orange buff isn't here. It's in the brush, finds Shizu, and then engages eventually with his teammates. But now, that engagement gets reset. Lord has spawned. TNC up about 3,000 gold. First of the scene, pushing the Lord out. And there's a final slash.
Here we go again. 3mar TC, very early final slash, taking out Xnova. That's the front line removed here. James Banks goes to the back, looks for Lancy, but will not find him.
3mar!
He's in trouble. 3mar TC with a nice side step.
Oh my goodness, this guy!
I'm flying it out here, and the rest of the team is here to back him up.
Dude, this guy's doing everything for TNT.
He's not a guy, he's Mar than
He's
that.
a Mar.
This Mar's doing everything for TNT.
And we have reset. It's Shizu, the silent down bottom, trying to recuperate what they've lost in the Lord Pit. Benny answering back. We saw glimpses of what we were referring to. 3mar going back and forth on a single target when getting caught by the heavy spin.
Yeah.
It's lethal.
A glimpse of the Lancelot from TNT, but hey, Shizu's doing work. We don't fear the team fight here for TNT because we can just push. We can just split with the Moskov, and Shizu's doing just that.
She's essentially like a bomb waiting to go off here. And he's looking for that perfect time. He's looking for the resource to make the big boom. being even bigger.
That's a threat of AP Brent's lineup, though. Like, if you want to fight into this, your team fight has to be very clean. Because we saw earlier, they were able to find the kill onto Zyda, which stopped TNC from taking this Lord. So either you fully commit onto a team fight, or you burst this Lord down. But either way, if you slow things down, AP Brent could just punish with just a constant split push from the Moskov.
And it's much easier for them to do this. TNC have to commit to these rotations despite having wings by wings, the cables on the fanny. They can't answer to that threat.
Yeah.
So that's one of AP Brent's main strengths right now, and they're leaning hard on it. Look, they've sent
Really hard.
Shizu down there. They're not even thinking of the Lord right now.
Yeah, now TNC, they're aware. They're like, okay, Shizu, your shenanigans has to stop. This Moskov is an absolute menace on the map, but we have to deal with it for the next over, though.
They're actually sending out the Akai downstairs, but look at that top side.
Oh my goodness,
Zyda playing
Zyda.
around with Freemar's Final Slash beautifully, even dodging out against Lord JM on that Bravest
Cable?
Spider. He's still hunting. He's out of energy.
Cable?
Will Zyda make it out? I think he will. He's looking
No
for
way.
the angle.
No way.
And he's able to make it out just in time. Freemar with a nice assist from the side.
Zyda refuses to die and bought enough time for TNC to recover. Here comes the kill squad!
A little bit of a flare there as well. TP to
my
the face, as they
goodness.
say in the Philippines, and a nice follow-up as well for TNC.
Now they played a composition, 2 lanes at once for TNC. Nigh unstoppable was the Fanny, and Chaknu finding Shizu on the bottom side with a final blow delivered here by Lancey with a fitted airstrike. And now they get their first step to the final objective, which is the Lord.
Was that Freemar and Zyda, and then the split Lancey,
Yes.
Chaknu,
Chaknu,
Benny?
yes.
And they were winning on both ends. Given Zyda wasn't exactly winning, he was about to die, but he got away with it, so
Crazy.
we'll count that as a dub. TNC now up 6,000 gold, almost seemingly doubling their net lead in a single engagement.
This is what you get when you have a team with splits. You know, they'll make a play on bottom side and then TNT on top side, plus Lancey.
Yeah, they know what to do. They know what to do in this scenario. They have been against this time and time again.
Yeah.
Not together as a team, but individually they have faced a team like Onyx or like TLPA.
They just have natural
over and
connections,
over
bro.
again. They know what to do.
They are digging deep into the many metas they played as a squad. Again,
Many eras too.
arguably the youngest player that you could see here playing for TNT right now is Lancey.
Yes.
Everyone else, a league veteran who's played all around the world, who's represented the country, and are now calling the Phoenix Army
Conceal.
home. Conceal from Chaknu, setting it up 3-Mar. No one
that?
saw that coming.
Yeah, what was that
Oh,
final slash?
I don't know.
It was but a distraction. Look, they're pushing bot, all right?
Are they waiting for someone to flicker in? But yeah, that seems like a distraction here. That Lord working on that bottom, and they're able to take out that tower anyway, so no harm, no foul, I guess.
I mean, to be fair, maybe it is practice, maybe it is a final warning shot for AP Brent, but now they take away the tower top side, and again, they get full control of the map. Benicuti's gonna be happy. Shizu's not, because now they just disrupted the farm of the Moscow. And look at the gold lead! 2.6, no, sorry, 3 point, no wait, math is not mathing. 2.5, all right, damn it.
there you go.
That's why I'm a caster.
You're looking at
Not a
that goal
mathematician.
lead. That is a huge goal lead, essentially. It's big damn, as they say. Speaking of damn, look at that. Lord JM down to half health with just 2 hits of that feather airstrike.
Oh!
There you go. Finally getting that target, that flicker that we were looking for here. Free Martizi able to look at that target.
Oh, Chaklo?
Look at those HP bars just melting here. Game Smash the last minute. And it's just not going to be enough. Enough to clear the wave, but not enough to clear the fight.
I think TNC's making the call here. They might keep it up. 10,000 up. They want to do it.
Yeah, Fremar misses on that final slash as well. Zyda has one out, but Benny is lethal. You cannot ignore him, as well as Lancey. But you know what? If you're AP Brent, no minions, we're safe.
This Harith got to the 14-minute mark with a silver spoon in its mouth. 6-0-1. Not a single time was he in any danger.
Absolutely.
10K gold. Now he has 11.4. Might as well make it 12. A big difference between the two gold layers on TNT and AP Bren. But don't fret, for AP Bren, game's not over yet. They still have the Lord to fight. And mind you, we've seen a lot of like Moscow turnarounds.
I'm not so sure if this is one of those times.
Maybe.
Because even if the silent one throws out an SOD, hits it on the button, he might even have to think twice because look at Benny, man. Wait, they have 25 seconds before the Purify comes off.
All right, let's see. Chaknu looking for choke. He's
Oh
already
my
half
goodness.
HP. That is only on the Kai. Remar TC's up on front. We got Benny as well on the Zaman Force. X Nova goes down.
Oh my goodness, Zaida.
One by one
James!
they fall. And James Pangs can't even dodge out of it. Do we even need the Lord? I don't think so.
TNC is just gonna get this wave in.
Yeah.
Chaknu just saying hi to Lord J and Mr. 50-50, the only one left. Robert, say the line.
That is it for AP Brent. TNT paves the way.
And that's going to be it. With just a few more swipes on that tower and on that base, it's going to be a TNC victory 2-0.
The Phoenix keeps on flying ever higher, burning brighter. And boy, they have a star in 3 Mar.
Week in, week out, we see TNT's progression. The improvement is there. And we see a masterclass. A dominating performance from the Army today, getting a sweep against the Hive.
Yeah, of course, this is exactly the form that we're talking about. TNC getting into just a little bit more reps. They look as good as they can be. Looking like the champions that they could be eventually, maybe later on.
AP Bren themselves, no strangers to success. This is a world championship franchise you're looking at. But today, TNC stand tall, throwing out hugs and fist bumps to their fallen opponents. GG well played to AP Bren, but today is all about TNC.
Execution is perfect. It's phenomenal from the Army. I guess they found the groove and synergy that they were trying to look for in the past 2 weeks. And also they found Hito.
Hito's always there.
Any team with Hito is always just better. Ladies and gentlemen, let's throw one over to the stage with Hans and Odin for TNC's Winners Interview.
For their next straight win, the fire is burning. For your winners, TNC Pro Team! Pangalawang sunod na panalo, I have to say it really was a tremendous performance. Chakno, ibibigay ko na to sa'yo kasi again, it was a solid sweep na nakuha nyo going up against AP Bren. Gusto ko lang matanong, with the team that you have, I'm sure na marami kang mga nabanggit dati na kung ano yung favorite mong team, ano yung favorite mong experience being part of MPL. Pero siguro para sa'yo, ano bang meron tong team na to na wala yung mga dati mong teams at ngayon, balagbag kayo maglaro for week number 3?
Siguro yung inuman after day off.
Ano naman, Jack? Banding yun. Banding. Diba? Banding. Yun naman ang mahalaga eh. I think most of them would agree na yung mga ganong klase ng banding talagang nakatulong sa kanila.
Nagkakaroon sila ng chemistry. Ngayon, Chaknu, gusto namin malaman yung thoughts mo kasi nasasabi dito sa liga na ikaw yung isa rin sa tumatatak ang pangalan na nag-iiwan ng legacy. Tingin mo, ano ba yung meron sa'yo all throughout the eras at meron ngayon na era?
Ikaw
ang kausap ko.
Ano bang meron kay Chakno? Ba't ba parang sobrang kilala siya, sobrang balagbag siya kahit sino makalaban?
Siguro pagkatabi ko si Hito, yung karisma ko malakas eh.
Alam mo si Hito lang ang nakita kong hindi naglaro pero ini-interview.
Hito, ano masasabi mo?
Hito, ano bang meron sa team na to bukod sa nasabi ni Chakno?
Siguro super chemistry. Yung meron kami super chemistry tas bonding. Lahat ng ginagawa ng isa, ginagawa ng lahat.
Bilang hindi naglalaro dito ngayon sa stage, ano yung inaambag mo para magkaroon ng chemistry?
Ano bang inaambag mo? Kasi hindi ka naman naglalaro. Pero anong inaambag mo?
Siguro
yung chemistry?
Ako lang talaga nagpapasaya sa kanila kasi never silang nalungkot sa buong buhay nila.
Never nalungkot? Safe?
Check sa akin yan. Check sa akin mga yan. Check.
Okay, parang si Trimar, no? Kausapin nga natin yan. Trimar!
Parang nagre-react ka
Ayan. Dalawa rin yung mic mo. Yan.
Sabi ni Hito, siya daw nagtatanggal ng stress. Parang
Oo nga.
ikaw nasa stress ka ba kay Hito?
Oo, di naman yung mukha. Nakaka-stress.
Wag tingnan. Face the wall. Face the wall muna ito. Okay? Yan. In addition, Benny Cutie, gusto ko ding malaman more about, this team, and nabanggit din ni Coach Etomax from last week na unti-unti nyo nang nalalabas yung laro nyo. Ano ba yung mga kinailangan nyong i-address during the first week at yung kaisa-isang laro nyo from week 2 na ngayon nagagawa nyo na ng maayos? Ano yung mga in-adjust nyo to make this win happen?
Siguro, kung paano lang namin i-approach yung early games ng laro. Tapos kung paano yung magiging mindset namin throughout the week. Mas inaano lang namin na kung gano'n kami pulido sa screen, dapat mas pulido kami sa tournament.
And it is very well executed in this matchup. Once again, your winners, TNC Pro Team! The Phoenix Army have gathered and they made it happen once again. Their sixth man providing vibes, and it's the main five making it happen.
They're just proving na only rise pa din ang TNC Pro Team. At nakita natin na yung aura nila ngayon ay nadadala nila sa loob ng game.
Well, it's just as hot as water. Hopefully, umiinom sila ng tubig. Pero nakainom na ata ng tubig ang ating mga casters, so we'll toss it right back to them.
Benny Cutie alluding to the success they're seeing in scrims, and of course, always about that early game. If they can get that down pat, and everything else follows. Congratulations once again, the TNC Pro Team.
Yeah, I really believe that they're also going to be only Rice because I've seen Hito eat. He eats a lot.
I mean, not just Rise, but also the shots. The only shots and the only final slashes from 3 Mar. The Mar of the hour, honestly, TNC, they made this game work off the bat of the XP's performance. I would say he was game-breaking. Like, this guy, or this Mar, has been phenomenal in both games. The Lapu-Lapu in game number 1 was nigh unstoppable. In his game number 2, yeah, he's not like the damage dealer that he was in game number 1, but the sets though, like he was distracting AP Bren, preventing them from actually taking the actual fight that they want.
The last time I saw this man smiling and shining as much as he has with the crowd behind him was when he debuted in Season 7. But now, oh my God, everyone knows after his time in Indonesia in the MDL, going around the world, coming back home, this is the 3 Mar we've been all looking forward to.
Yeah, the Mar, the myth, the legend.
That's good.
I like
good.
that.
That's
Yeah.
good. That's my country for
He's not legend though. He's mythical.
He's
immortal.
mythic at most.
Immortal?
Immortal.
Immortal.
Yeah. That's I'm glad you caught that. That.
Would
But yeah,
would not be surprised if they just took us out of the desk by now.
He's probably behind us right now.
what it is.
Yeah.
But again, for AP Bren, they're always like trying to find options in this game. But the problem was, 3 Mar was always on the side. Was always delivering like the final slashes, giving opportunities and openings for Zaida, Benny Cutie. You talked about this, Dan. Like earlier, the Harith was untouched, literally in this game. He felt no pressure. Like the storm was just coasting through the hive, and it's because he was heavily guarded by the frontliners of TNC.
He grew up with generational wealth. Like, he landed into the land of dawn, and you could have sworn he had a Starlium scythe in his pocket.
Yeah, dude, TNT paved the roads for this guy to find success in the late game, to get the massive amounts of gold that he had at TNC. It felt like they contracted 3 Mar. Yo, use a final slash, enemy target, kill them. We get the kills, we get the lead.
I kind of get it though, because if you're put yourself on AB Bren's shoes, how do you even hunt down a Harith who's already so hard to hit in the first place when you're busy just not dying?
Yeah.
There's very little actually that threatens Benny, even if he does stand right there in the middle of the river, just say, hey, what's up?
Yeah.
I'm Benny, by the way.
Zaman Force.
15 minutes. What was game 1? Under 15, right?
Yeah, under
15. 13?
13, yeah.
I think 13.
Because it was just one Lord.
13:55.
It was just one Lord. This game, they had to wait for the second Lord. Didn't even matter. Because, like, TNC, they was just so ahead in terms of gold.
Yeah.
Shizu's Moskov mattered in split pushes. In fights, he wasn't even, like, a big factor. He was more of a factor game number 1.
Both games were a straight-up wipeout, then victory. They didn't need the Lord on either game.
To be fair, though, AP Bren was fighting 6v5. There was a Lancelot in this game.
Oh, yeah. The spirit of the Lance. Yeah.
Mechanically, yes.
Mechanically.
The Lancelot's kit was amongst us.
Yeah.
And that was through the heavy spin vengeance combo, which we saw like twice or thrice. And both times it was scary. Both times it was
Scary.
How are you allowed to do that?
Yeah.
Remar is like that guy.
should be dead.
He's like that guy in the meme who's like, you know,
Yeah.
the guy, the black guy with the white
Behind
coat
the tree in the
behind
park.
Yeah, creepy
That's
face.
literally him every
Yep.
single time he has a flicker.
Yeah, boy. You know that bit? You know
Yeah.
that bit? Yeah, he was like that.
That's
Like
him.
every single time he sees a target, he lands the stun into the fire.